Hello, boys.
Where's Ric Wharton? What's today?
He's moved out, hasn't he? See this? I need a shave, man.
A gentleman.
Would it be great if he's in the same basement?
Yeah. Yeah.
Moved house. It's all exactly the same.
Hey, Ricky, what's happening?
All good, man.
Is this your new house then?
Aye, this is the bedroom.
Man, that's buzzy. Look at that, I've got a piece of paper ready to look like I'm legit.
Yeah. Have you got a leather backboard? Bedboard back bit to your bed? What a pimp.
I don't think
You're
it's
pimping.
leather.
Is it not leather? Is it like faux leather?
It's the mattress that counts, Johnny. It's all about the memory foam mattress. That's what keeps them.
Here we go.
Lead us in, buddy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bar None Podcast. This is a video podcast by us funny blokes called One Off Comedy, as you can see behind me and behind every single one of our members. So if you'd like to go around and introduce yourself, say hello, boys.
Hello.
That's Mat Wills speaking now. Mike, you look like you're in a prison. It was beautiful. That who spoke next? That was Johnny. Say hello, Johnny.
Hello, I am. Well, you've already said who I am. That's who I am. So
Just Johnny. Just one name, Johnny.
Just Johnny. I don't want people stalking me and shit, man. Don't give out my personal surname. You know, you can give out my fake surname, Johnny Williams.
Target acquired.
Johnny Williams. That's
Yeah.
good.
Johnny, you're looking like an undercover cop in an American heist movie.
Don't ruin my lockdown. You know, some
you look
people
good.
painting
You
the
look good, I'm just
decorating.
saying.
I'm pretending to be a policeman. About to perform a drug. Fuck you, Mat Wills.
And last but not least, man, the guy that looks like he's sat in a prison cell right now. Introduce yourself. Cellmate number 256.
How are you doing? I'm Rick.
Hello,
Great
Ricky.
to be here. Great to be here. Had
Rick,
to break
we
into this house to do this one.
Yeah,
We
that's
should
buzzing.
just point out that Ricky's just moved into a new house and he's really excited. It's the first time we've seen Ricky's new house. He's now homeowner. He's, and you said he looks like he's in prison. That's fantastic.
What's the most Geordie thing you can say?
I saw the most Geordie thing. I went to my local fish and chip shop the night we moved in. The guy who gave us a lift up there, I took him there, and they got the biggest wraps in the northeast. Didn't say the best wraps; it was the biggest.
Biggest.
And,
What do you mean? What, like just loads of chips wrapped up? You mean?
Mate, I'll send you a picture and Silk can put it on. It was 14 inches.
Oh my.
Man, that's buzzing. Yeah, I've been missing those chips, man. Jesus Christ. We have to give a shout out to Sil as well, man. Sil is the legend that organised all this. And this is where the questions come from, man. Are you buzzing
Yeah,
there,
cheers,
back
Sil.
in your house?
Right?
Are you buzzing in your new house then?
Yeah. I'm rarely buzzing. I'm content. I'm all right.
What kind of...
We don't have curtains yet, so I just feel like I'm like on shore to the rest of the street.
I didn't
Last
have
night
cur-
they saw
yeah.
my mum's cake out of a tin while playing FIFA at 4 a.m. I'm like, I'm sure they're filming me doing this, just like pushing a beagle off us while he's trying to eat cake crumbs off my chest while I'm losing on FIFA.
So did your girlfriend go, great, man? New start for Ricky then?
Like since we're so close to my mum's house, it's like she's moved us here as a halfway house to breaking up. It's not far for me to go off my shit now.
That is buzzing. Well, man, do you guys even know what the topic is today, the general theme of this podcast?
Yeah, the fascinating facts of life.
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out today.
I knew Apple Polisher Wills over there would fucking know it. I listened.
Don't get caught out like last time.
Yeah. I love Matt, your grandma's rocking chair in the back. That looks like one of them racist rocking chairs you get in America. When you
It is. That's where we got it from. It's
looking on the
it's also
compound.
got-
I don't know. It's
So
like if
got,
IKEA did a racist rocking chair. What's that? It
What
looks
is
like
that?
a bath mat.
So basically, they're little spikes. I don't know if you can you see
Yeah.
them?
Jesus,
The
what's that
spikes?
for?
Yeah, and you lay on it,
And then
and
what?
it helps the blood move around, and it's really good for you.
Move out your body, yeah.
Really good.
What
Yeah,
are
yeah.
spikes for?
It's to put pressure on your skin, and it helps blood flow. It's really, really good for you.
Does it
Really
Really?
hurts. Really,
I'm
really
glad
hurts.
you said that. I thought you were collecting miniature tea doilies for a moment, but
No, I just wanted to
Wow.
point out that's what that is, because it's, and I sort of walk up and down on it as well. It helps your feet.
just in case
Yeah.
you want to appear extra old, you not only got the rocking
Yeah.
chair, but you've added like the back
Fine.
pad for it. That's beautiful,
That's
Matt.
exactly it. Yeah.
Does it pierce the skin?
No, but it really almost. You're almost at piercing point.
Like
I mean,
if
they're
you had-
really sharp. They're really. If I was to whip this around your face, it would cut you. Yeah.
Fuck. So if Johnny had it in his house, would he catch like AIDS off it or something?
Yeah, probably. Well, it's full of cum. I mean,
Less
that's-
likely
yeah.
than mattress.
Yeah. Of course it is, mate. All mattresses are full of cum. But, you know, what do you think memory foam is? It's good memories. Bad.
Good and bad. Fucking
Nice.
hell. Well, does anyone know an interesting fact?
I've got a good
Start.
fact.
Go on,
I've
tell
got
us.
a really good fact. Do you know why dumbbells are called dumbbells?
Why?
Dumbbells are called dumbbells because the original exercise equipment, some of the first exercise equipment ever made, was for bell ringers. Because bell ringing is quite a physical. I've never done it,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I've
it's
read
really hard.
It's quite physically hard. So you can't just go out into any church and start ringing a fucking bell. Like you need to warm up and kind of prep your body, condition your body to do it. So what they created. And that's what you train on.
No way.
Dumbbells. Yeah, which is kind of weird, but it makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
I got one.
And then you got the barbell.
What's that from?
Barbell, well, it's the same thing. It's a bar, but with two bells that then, I don't know.
I thought you were going to say someone works behind a bar and trying to do
I get it, Johnny. You started working out during fucking lockdown.
No, it's a good fucking fact. It's a
In case
good
the gang-
fact.
In case the
Mate.
gang is spying on finds out.
Yeah.
He's strong
Anybody
enough to
actually
fight
watching
them off.
this now should probably just turn off. Quit while you're ahead. That's as good as this is going to get. It's going to be
All
more
right.
abuse at Ricky's room. Matt's going to bring out more and more elderly products. Here's my wheelchair. Oh.
I got a weird fact, man. Do you want to know a weapon that they tried to make in World War II?
Yes.
They wanted bombs to come out of planes and land in a certain way, and they didn't have gyroscopes to make them land properly. So they tried the experiment with putting cats and like attaching cats to the top of it, because cats always land on their feet, so that it would balance the bomb. How messed up is that?
I don't believe that.
They could have just
Google
buttered
it.
it.
Hey?
They should have just buttered it.
Just put in what, the bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, butter the bomb. Roll science face down.
How messed up is that, man? Well, here we are, man. Fact number one, right, from Sil, the legend, is that we're supposed to discuss today is everything eventually becomes a crab. Do you guys
Apart
know
from a
about
crab.
this? Just becomes a crab. Like if you're pissed off enough in life and there's enough children that you like follow down your line and they're all pissed off, eventually 1,000 years from now, they'll all look like a crab.
Apart from a crab.
What do you mean apart
I
from a
think you've
crab?
added.
A
I think
crab's
you've
already
added-
there. Yeah.
This is the fact I'm getting given. All I get given.
Are we reading the same brief? Because there's nothing about lines of
Yeah.
children in what I'm reading.
No, I'm just filling in the
It
blank.
says, no, he's right. He
You're
said,
just taking stills. Oh, okay. You'll explain it. Because I ended up reading this last night and then I watched the documentary on crabs because I didn't really understand what the fuck Sil was going on about. I'll be honest,
yeah.
Sil. It's lovely that you put this together. But were you all right when you started? Wait, were you in a car accident and you were like, I might start the brief now, maybe I should leave it for
What about lobsters? What happens to them then? They're just not involved. They just stay
They
there.
just have it. They've decided not to be crabs yet.
They just go, fuck it.
Yeah.
But they
just
mate
like-
for life, don't they? They're like swans. So, you know, a lobster, when it meets its partner, they're partners until they die.
I think they all just look alike.
Yeah.
No, that's very racist, Rick. You can't say that.
You should be sat in Matt's
Scrubbers.
chair right now with comments like that about that rages.
Have any of you ever had a crab or lobster?
I've
What's
had
it, yeah?
lobster, not as a sexual partner, but like I've eaten lobster. Yes,
Was it good?
yeah, it's pretty good. I've had it a few times. Pretty tasty.
I got to be honest. I got it once to be fancy, and I thought I should have went with the scampi.
Yeah, man. Scampi's the best.
Yeah,
you get more
scampi.
with scampi.
Scampi's best. Lobster's really chewy. It's really nice. When they did the eat out to help out thing, I went to a very posh fish restaurant in Brighton to have lobster.
That £10 off really helped it.
Yeah, but it's the most greedy. Like I had a buttered lobster, and you've got to like crack it open, and obviously I hadn't done it before, but you're really kind of self-conscious that it's going to fly out of your hand into somebody's face.
Yeah, I don't like that. The eventuality of that happening.
Sure, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you take your girlfriend?
Did I was on a date when I did it, which was even if you go on it was one of our first dates. If you go on a first date with somebody, don't eat lobster. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh, was she eating lobster as well?
No, she wasn't. She was very
Like a
much watching
savage.
me eat lobster, slowly moving away. Very.
So
Well,
what
she
you
started
thought?
off eating lobster, but it ended up as a crab. Shall we bring it? You see what I'm trying to do? Bring it back in. And that
did
was
the
the
date
most
go?
crabby thing I've ever seen, Sil. Yay!
How did the date go, Johnny? Are you still seeing her? Or was the lobster a killer? Was it?
personal basic? Yeah, we are, but they're not doing the help out to eat out. What are they?
so you dumped her?
Help out. I keep saying help out to eat out. I think that's because I was more.
That's just the way you
interested
saw
in
the
eating.
date.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Apparently, that's the question. What makes you crabby? For no rational reason whatsoever. Start that question with Mat Wills.
Oh, why me? Oh, yeah, okay. I guess being asked first, that really makes me crabby.
Having skin
No,
that's not exfoliated.
Yes. I know what makes me crabby. I used to post these stories up on Facebook. And even now, if I post up anything on Facebook, a couple of my friends will send me a private message about how bad my grammar is and where I've put the wrong apostrophes. And, that pisses me off. Just let it go. You get the point.
Yeah.
I didn't get a great education because I was lazy. Don't ram it down my throat because you're better than me. Just let it go. That makes me crabby.
Hey, man, I was reading your blogs, man. They're good. Very good.
Thank you very much. That's nice of you to say.
Is it
Thank
true
you.
that about New York then, staying there 10 days?
Yes. Yeah. That bloke
not
don't
your
talk
friend.
to me anymore.
What? Because of the wet. For those who don't know, man, I don't know if you've read it yet. Explain, man. Go on, explain.
Oh, I'm not easy to live with at all. And basically, he was like John Candy in Planes, Trains and Automobiles. So he used all the towels all the time, and then he'd just dump them on the floor. And I'd end up shouting at him. And then the whole blog was me basically going, "Oh, this guy drove me nuts." And bear in mind, he was like, at the time, he was like my best mate. And he hasn't spoke to me since.
Really?
Yeah, really funny bloke as well. Like, just genuinely one of the funniest men I've ever met.
And you're still sure?
But yeah, no, I don't know. He ghosted me. I've never been ghosted before. So like, he ignored all my calls, all my texts. Yeah, he broke my heart. Genuinely broke my heart. It's like, but
You were the guest in his house and then shouted at him.
we left all his towels on the floor. Of course I shouted at him.
See, the sad thing is, he's actually a crab now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he can't answer your texts.
Pick up with claws, man.
Giving it all of that.
You can't swipe to answer the call, Matt. That's the problem.
Who's it says here, what comedian would you say is the most hilarious at being crabby?
I've said this since day one. A slightly annoyed Johnny Wardlow is the funniest thing to be around.
Definitely, man.
You get Johnny a 4 for anger. It is fucking hilarious.
Is that 4 out of 5 or out of 10?
4 out of 10. I'm saying slightly
4 out
annoyed.
of 10?
No, I'm saying a level of annoyance, not how good it is.
Okay.
It's easy. Look at you. But
yeah, I'm very pissed off.
And then when it gets to a 10, it's too much.
Yeah, when it gets to a 10, it's not. I don't think I've ever got to a 10 to be up there. If it gets to a 6, people should just leave.
When's he been angry, Rick?
Oh, plenty of times. But if the thoughts that come to mind now, I can't say on this particular podcast with our particular employer as the host.
I remember when I told you to put that wire straight on the wall.
What, me?
Yeah, you were like, fuck you, Mike.
It was pretty straight, Michael. I mean, to be honest, like I know when you're on stage, most people are looking at the floor at the cables, but when I'm on stage, I don't care about the cables.
Yeah, what happened, Matt, was he put a cable at an angle.
I think he got the general
on the
gist.
back wall.
No, but why?
I was like, why don't you put it straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That distracts other people. Yes.
Yeah.
Was that in West Hythe? Am I remembering this?
West Hythe. And Johnny was like, fuck.
because people like me, instead of enjoying the comedy, will be there as an audience member, and it will just be
Johnny?
in their head, and they'll go, that cable's not straight, and it will flip them out. Some people can't
I
handle
can see
that.
why that guy doesn't call you, mate. Like, it's my cable, it's his fucking towels. Let's let people do what they want.
To quote George Costanza, we are living in a society, Johnny.
And what kind of sad man remembers that, Michael Hackett? Oh, that time that Johnny Wardlow did it, and he got really angry. Yeah.
That's the most he's seen you at a gig. Do you know what I mean? He has no frame of reference
He's never
to it.
actually seen that. Is that the comedian that fucks up the cables?
Exactly. Right, moving on. Apparently, people in relationships have a tendency to be meaner to single people. What would you say about that? Who's single here? Johnny.
You're pointing at Matt. Matt, you know something that Matt doesn't know.
Wherever Johnny is,
it's not going to link up. I'm complicated. It's complicated. Do people still say that? It used to really fucking annoy me. That used to get me to a 4. It's complicated.
Why do women keep saying this to me? It's not complicated.
Are you single? It's complicated. But it's not that complicated. Basically, this is quite like people ghost now. You know, like what happened to Matt ages ago is essentially what happens now. People just ghost you. People don't bother telling you that they're not going to see you again anymore. That doesn't happen. No, they're people just like breaking up with somebody is kind of like a more kind of something happened when you had landlines and stuff. Like you call, you know, or you do it in person. Like now, people just generally, they just stop. You'll send somebody a message and they won't reply, and then you wait like 24 hours, and then you're like, oh, this is bad. And then basically 3 or 4 days later, you know, if you particularly like them.
I thought my mate was dead. I genuinely did. For a few days, I was like, shit, he's dead. I should go and see his dad or something. Or
you go around his house, you're looking under all his towels. Where are you?
Yeah. It just seems mean to ghost people.
But it's so convenient, isn't it? It's so easy.
That's the thing about meanness. It's convenience.
I kind of think it's like making somebody like... You're kind of leaving them to figure it out. It's weird. There's something really nasty. It's like if somebody got you to dig in their garden, and halfway through you start to think, "Am I digging my own grave?" And yeah, you are, but they're not even going to tell you.
Which, in hindsight, has been your most hilarious breakup story? This is a question to Rick.
Mine's only funny with hindsight, and I'm greatly with hindsight. But I broke up with someone, and then I was doing a festival on the Isle of Wight, and it's the first time I'd ever been given a wristband to an artist's enclosure.
Yeah.
So I just drank and drank and drank, and I ended up walking around festival with my shirt off, crying that my basketball career never took off. Didn't drink for a year after that. Yeah. And I was not invited back the year after. My tent was trashed. I don't know what I said to the people around us.
Was this what? And you got split up by a girl as well at the same time?
Well, no, that was me kind of drinking through, and I had some repressed feelings, and it kind of came out of me walking around thinking I should have been in the NBA.
How
podgy, yelling at people.
How tall are you?
5'10" So yeah, it was never happening. That's why it's funny, Mike. I was never going to be in the NBA. But
don't make him relive it now. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that was 3 weeks.
Some tiny guy. I should have been in the NBA.
What the fuck am I doing here? I don't want to be a comedian. You shoot 3-pointers. What are you fucking looking at?
Yeah.
How my shirt is.
I'll run under the legs, I promise. Oh, here's a question then, Matt. Have you had a breakup story?
No good ones. I'm on the fifth great love of my life.
Yeah, does she
So,
like
well, she's very tidy. I know that. That's but no, they've all been incredibly painful. That ripped mine and her heart out. I didn't enjoy a single second of splitting up with any of them. I could have, yeah. I remember I'd split up with my first girlfriend and it genuinely broke my heart. And on the drive home from her house, I wondered if I'd done the right thing or not. And then the Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go, came on the radio. And I went, well, that's a sign. Yeah, I've done the right thing. And that was because there was a tipping point when I was going to go back. But yeah, I didn't. So.
Wow.
Just imagine the idea of you turned up in the ring going, I've changed my mind.
I'd have thought the should I stay, should I go would have just reinforced the fact that you don't know. Like if it was a song that went, end it, you'd be like, there's the sign.
Yeah, good point. No, I took it to be, that is a really good point. I didn't look at it like that.
So just similar to your story, Matt, we were once in Kingston Market, and it was when we were going to buy like fresh fruit and veg from the market, and that was a whole to do. And it's one of the things I can't stand doing as supermarket shopping or anything like that, especially planning what you're going to eat. And she's gone to the third market stall to find fucking blueberries or something. I'm about to lose my mind with heavy bags. And they have musicians on during in the middle of the market, and they were playing 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And like,
that's a sign. I
was waiting just for if there was a lyric of what to do when you're holding 2 bags of apples to leave. That's the only time I've ever even considered it. I'm very lucky, but when I was busy being told, no, we're not leaving until we find apricots, I'm like,
what? And then you dumped her?
No, we're still together. We just bought a house.
What about you, Johnny?
What breakup story? I mean, a good breakup story is when you're doing the breaking up, but that just makes me look like a cunt. There was one girl I was going out with. I've been on a few dates with her, and I went all the way to Worthing to see her because it's been a long time since I just felt the warmth of another person. I was going, but we've been on like a few dates anyway, but I hadn't kind of really progressed anywhere. And I was trying to work out like how to kind of get back to her house, and she didn't drink, so we weren't drinking. So I was like, do you want to go back to your house maybe? And like she was walking me to the bus stop, but I was like, do you want to go back to your house and maybe have a cup of tea? And then she just she just went, oh, no, I have tea, but it's a new box and I don't want to open it. I know, I was like, all right, I got on the bus and that was it, mate. Like, that's fucking, how do you recover from that? Like,
yeah, what?
Literally. I didn't think it was that funny, but I got home and I told my housemate and she didn't stop laughing for like 2 days. And I was like, actually, maybe, yeah. But yeah.
That's good. My split up story was I was with this Italian girl and we split up in Rome. I got back home, had a piss, felt weird, got it checked. She gave me chlamydia. I had to email her and go, you've given me chlamydia. And then she tried to tell me that I'd given it her. And I knew for a fact she'd given it me.
Oh, that's brutal.
It was brutal. But it went away after 4 days. Antibiotics, boom.
What happened to her?
Silence. She contacted me last year going, hey, it's been 10 years or 20 years or whatever it is.
You want chlamydia again?
So moving on then, number 3, man. Wow, we're halfway through already. This is good. It says here, the oldest, did you know this? The oldest your mum joke was discovered on a 3,500-year-old Babylon tablet. I don't even know what Babylon is, man. What is that?
It was like pre-Samsung, wasn't it?
Pre-Samsung?
Yeah.
Just Apple. What do you mean?
Yeah, Samsung tablets, Apple iPads.
Oh, yeah. What is it then?
Both of you being so pedantic fucked up that joke. He's almost had it. A clean minute just to put out there for fucking advertising. You almost had it, lads. Wait a minute. No, that's not.
We can start that again. We can start that again. Silk can cut it out. Ready?
Keep it in. Keep it in. I like it live.
I love it live.
Integrity.
Your oldest mum joke.
You'll never get that same amount of laughter twice, Mike.
In fact, Sil, scrap that Italian story, man. I don't want that going out there in case I need to get life insurance.
I think it should just be that.
They put your life insurance up, don't they, if you say you've got chlamydia? I've not got it, but if you had it.
The way your mind goes to with paranoia is fucking...
I love the way that you read your life insurance and you're like, hang on a minute, let me just get to the sexually transmitted disease part of this contract.
There's a question there. So for any insurance purposes, that story was not true. Jesus, man. Right, moving on. Here we go, man. Every culture in the world laughs, but surprisingly, most of our laughter isn't necessarily response to humour. Less than 20% of laughter comes after jokes, according to neuroscientist Robert Provine. The rest is...
According to audience members of one-off comedy.
Yeah. They're like, what?
I've got a laughter one, actually. This, again, I made a note for this one. It wasn't my laughter, it was a friend's. Again, we were at a funeral, and I was telling her, and it was a Catholic funeral, and there were nuns everywhere. And it was a colleague of ours. And I turned around and I was telling her about the first time I punched a nun.
What?
And then she burst out laughing when I said that. And then I had to basically walk her out the funeral, and we were pretending she was crying, but she wasn't. She was laughing because she was just, you needed something to break the tension because our mate had died, basically.
Had you punched the nun then?
Yeah, so I jumped onto a train. As the train doors were closing, my mate was already on the train, and then I quick, get on the train, and I jumped, and I sort of Supermaned it like that. And there was a nun, and I connected to her chin like a proper cracker, and she went down. It was just the perfect punch, and not intentional. I didn't know she was there. And as I went to help her out, she basically went, "Fuck off."
Did she?
Which was, very un-nun-like.
Yeah.
Where was this? Sorry, I missed that bit. Where was this?
It was Tottenham Court Road Tube Station, Central Line, going east.
Going east.
Right,
So is it like...
It's definitely a true story. It was going east.
Was it like an East End nun though? Because that's what I imagine an East End nun would do if you punch one. You'd be like, "Fuck off!
Yeah,
On you the craze! I'll get you."
If it was some poor woman on a hen do.
They're going to watch this, and then I'll get charges put against me.
They shave their head, don't they?
What
Do
nuns?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I like that stuff they put on their head. They shave it underneath.
You could be a nun, Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah. Why aren't you a nun? Go be a nun, Ricky.
I'm very good at the academic
Nun
side.
Wharton.
Here we go, right? It's moving on now. Number 6, man.
I have nothing for that. I'm not
Number
going to
6.
dignify that with a
Beautiful
retort.
eyebrows.
It was just mean. Even Mike was like, "No, let's move on now." Look.
I wrote 4 your mama jokes and then 4 callbacks and your dad jokes about you, Johnny. So I'll let you have that one.
No, I want to hear the jokes. Bear in mind, well, I'll save you this. You do the dad jokes, and then I talk about how my dad died last year.
I know, and I had anticipated that and had a topic.
Yeah, that's why you're not doing it. That's why you're not. Oh, thanks, mate. Oh no, because Johnny might actually.
I don't need to dodge bullets.
Yeah.
You be a shit nun. They're meant to be like sympathetic and stuff. So punch you in the face, mate. Yeah.
Right, there is a sixth question. And Michael, I know you're the host, but this one's for you, so I'll host this one to move us along. Question
It's
for
a
Michael.
rule. It needs to be followed. There's a system in place. I need structure.
I'm so literal. This is why I
Not
can't
only
write
have
jokes.
I read the brief, but I've actually read the brief and I decided that this is the way this bit should go. And I think Sill's probably nodding her going, well done, Matt.
Well done, Matt.
It's 40 minutes. She's going to be
All I want is the thumbs up from Sill.
Yeah.
I love you.
So,
That's
Michael.
fun, mate.
Yes.
you were a dentist before becoming a comedian.
Yeah.
What were three of the most devious practices in dentistry that you were privy to during that time?
So the best one is the bite guard, you know, like a gum shield. So on the NHS, if you go to the dentist and you grind your teeth, and the dentist makes you a gum shield to protect your teeth from grinding in the night, they get paid about 230 quid, right? And the cost for the lab to make it is £13, and the time to make it is 5 minutes. And the reason why it's like this is because the NHS is banded into three systems, and if you do anything that's lab made, anything at all, you go to band 3, which is the highest band. And so if someone comes in and they're on the dole and they don't have to pay for dental care, which means they're not being charged, they don't care what you do, and you see a little bit of tooth wear, you go, hey man, you need a bite guard, and then you make one, and then you get paid that money. So
that's shocking.
Yeah, right. So the thing is this, like, so every end of March, all the contracts get renewed, right? And if you don't make the contract target that year, it gets reduced the next year. So everyone races in February and March to make up the contracts. So if you go there on the dole to a dentist February, March, chances are they're going to go, hey man, you grind your teeth, you need a bite guard. How mad is that?
That's disgraceful, but it has helped pay for a great sound and lighting system at our gigs. So you've got to weigh these things up.
Oh, what is that?
Look at these t-shirts paid
Oh,
for.
right,
Buddy.
bang on.
No.
Fucking hell.
It reminded me of this story. I'll tell you this story quickly because I really like it, because it's basically I know somebody that works or knows somebody that works or has been working on the last Mission Impossible film, and apparently they were out filming a scene where, because you know Tom Cruise does all his own stunts in the Mission Impossible film, so they're doing this scene, and I don't know where it is. It's like the Grand Canyon or something like that. But basically, Tom Cruise is just driving Ducati motorcycles off this cliff and then releasing. So the Ducati motorcycle falls down and then he parachutes off. But anyway, they done this filming. But then afterwards, because he's one of the exec producers, all the film crew got like a moody email from him saying, this is disgusting because we've been in this beautiful location and everybody left today and they left all their rubbish. There were plastic cups, plastic bottles, and this is disgraceful. But then somebody just pointed out, in terms of environmental damage, yes, there's less than plastic bottles, but he's just been dropping Ducati motorcycles that stop this fucking... The man's a maniac.
Does he
I love
parachute?
it. I think about that once a week.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fucking hell, mate. How did you get that?
Yeah.
I always just get my hopes up on what you're going to say next, Johnny. I thought when you were going to go, I know this guy who's filming the new Mission Impossible movie. Now, I'm not going to tell you who he is, but he is friends of Xenu.
I loved your impression, Rick, there of Johnny. He sounded Australian.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go too squeaky. I thought it was too mean last time.
Yeah, you were pretty mean last time. It
No,
was a
you
very
ain't
good
bang on.
impression to the point that I thought I'd actually come in the room. I was like, what?
Yeah, me
How's
too.
that
I
over
did.
here?
I
Oh
did.
my God, he's nailed it.
Yeah.
There's Ricky. He's in his terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Should we call
Right,
it a day?
yeah.
Or
Wait,
do you want to
wrap it up,
finish
man.
the question?
Let's give
Do
a
you wanna
shout.
fi-
Well, no, yeah, just say, what product would you, this is the last question she said, right, real fast. What is a product you think ought to be invented already?
A vape pen that makes your voice sound deeper.
Oh!
boom.